Hello and welcome to today's video. So today I am taking on Doncaster in the second round of the FA Cup. Today's topic is about sports in the year 2100. So as you can see, we are second in the league. We're 3 points behind Port Vale. Now we did beat Port Vale not so long ago, but then I had a couple of draws and a loss, and well, we're not top of the league anymore, but we're still up there. So today we take on Doncaster Rovers. So today's topic is sports in the year 2100, sports in 2100, and it'd be an interesting topic to discuss. I've kind of four kind of areas of it that I think are worth looking at. Um, of course, the use of technology in sports is becoming more interesting and prominent now at the moment, especially for football, with VAR, of course, really entering widespread discussions in the last few years, and especially in the past year really. But today we're taking on Doncaster Rovers, second round in the FA Cup. It's a big one. Doncaster Rovers is one of those teams that I have a soft spot for as well, as they said they had a good run in the League Cup many years ago, lost Arsenal inevitably. Yeah, sports in 2100. So, is that our throwing? Nope. One thing I think about, first of all, would be genetic engineering and how that might come into play. If you actually check out the book Physics of the Future by Michio Kaku, that he actually discusses that. Not as a major part of the book, but he certainly touches on it, and it's discussed in the book. And it'll be something interesting to see what will happen in the future in regards to genetically engineered what happened there, sports players, either because they are genetically engineered from birth, like designer babies, or they're genetically enhanced while from being a normally conventionally born person, with enhancements added later in life. And either way, when that's first possible, I first of all, I imagine a lot of sports organizations will be that's okay, we got the ball. Will be opposed to it and say, well, no, it's kind of like doping, but perhaps say doping to the extreme where, it's going beyond just some form of enhancement. You're enhancing the entire person from a genetic level. So surely that, if you look at the precedent of, anti-doping culture and mindset of sporting organizations, you surely imagine they'll be opposed to it, at least initially. But that might give room for new organizations to emerge, which say, actually, no, we think this is a great new opportunity for sports to enter onto a whole new level, for sort of the evolution of the sports player to have capabilities and to do things that were not possible before, and that it's not unethical in terms of it's not bad sports personship, to be politically correct, then nope, not good. 1-0 down. Okay. Well, anyway, you can imagine that then some organizations might emerge and say, well, actually, no, we are going to have genetically enhanced sports players and we're going to do our own thing. And a lot of people might take interest in that. It might be controversial and so on, and there might be a lot of people. You can imagine, like, maybe the younger generation be more inclined to follow it at first. But with time, like a lot of things, it can become. We've seen enough with our goal. Time for us to get a goal now. At least one, if not two, several. And no. We could see a situation where genetically enhanced sports organizations emerge, but what could happen then is that could put pressure if it actually proves to be popular. Corner kick, goddammit. If it proves to be popular and successful, then what you might have is actually conventional sports organizations might eventually can start to concede one by one. You might have FIFA and then the IOC and and various organizations for the different sporting bodies finally saying, okay, you know what, this is inevitable. Let's not lose out to these new organisations, and let's get with the times essentially, and that might happen. We're talking. I'm kind of thinking like this could sort of really take off perhaps in the late 21st century. It might be possible to an extent before then, but in terms of a real free kick, that should be a card as well. Yeah, definitely. In terms of just having a drink of my chicory. I don't know if you've ever heard of the drink chicory. It's quite nice. It's kind of like coffee, but it's caffeine free as well. Oh, not too far off. Scored a great free kick in I think it was the last game I played against Tranmere or Rovers. It was trying to remember who it was. I think it was Reed. Because Ho had actually been taken off. He's our, of course, Ho who just took that free kick there. He's our usual free kick taker. Okay, we've got to close them down. We cannot afford to go 2-0 down, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, got the ball back. So what you might see then is, of course, it might be around the late 21st century where this scenario that I'm describing begins to unfold. And of course, I've mentioned that a bit in Future History, but I might mention it more, I think, in the next, in Future History 9. And, what was that? Phillips. That was not a good enough shot. There was no power on that at all. And straight at the keeper too. But yeah, I mean, we might see that happen in the future. And it kind of makes me think of the way football and rugby actually, it's quite interesting if you look at the history, something we're looking into. It's fascinating. In the 19th century, football and rugby kind of had, sort of a common ancestor, if you like, and football and rugby basically split off, because I think it was to do with oh no, actually, sorry, that happened. But then also there was in football, there was different football organisations emerged. No, sorry, again, this is going to be wrong. In rugby, okay, rugby league and rugby union. Basically, what happened was, God damn it, come on, goal, good save. Rugby league basically said that they're going to let players be paid wages. Rugby union at first was sort of, it was against, again, like this is what an issue of sort of sports culture. It was against the culture of it to say, oh, we don't want people to be getting paid. We don't want it to be pay something that people can get paid to do. But then rugby league said, you know what, this is a good idea, we're going to go with it. And then eventually rugby union conceded. It's half time, is it? Yeah. No, it's not. Didn't it just go to the halftime thing there? I'm confused as to what happened. Maybe it didn't. Okay, that's, how many quarters is this now? Jesus. Okay, let's just get the ball cleared and that would be good. When we're on the attack, he blows the whistle. And rugby union basically conceded and said, you know what, fair enough. This is a good idea. We're going with the times, and they accepted it. And that could be what happens with genetically enhanced sports, New organisations come along and say, yeah, we're going to have genetically enhanced sports. Conventional sports organisations say, no, this is a bad idea. It goes against the culture of what we believe in for sports. But then they realise, oh, this is the way the world's going. Okay, fair enough. We can see it. That could be what will happen in that regard. All right, for the second half, I'm going to discuss some other areas. I've only got through one topic, although that's quite an interesting one to discuss. So kind of briefly, I'll discuss the second topic now, which is AI refereeing. Obviously, VAR is, and rugby obviously has had video assistance for much longer time than football has as well. But it's what you might see, obviously as well, football, you've had goal line technology introduced. But what we might see by the 2100 is we might be in a situation perhaps a lot sooner, perhaps, mid-century or late century, I don't know, but 21st century. Oh, yes, this time, Phillips. No, you've had two great chances and you've blown them. To be fair, it was a good save in the end, although it was kind of straight at the keeper, I felt, but that being said. We might have, yeah, it really was. Scenario where no, it's wide. I think I'll make a change. Oh, did that looked like it hit off his hand now, if I'm being honest. We need VAR for that one now. Very relevant to the discussion I'm having right now. So yeah, but I do think AI refereeing to a full extent might come about. I mean, this could be part of the whole process of, I don't have many great options on the bench. Gibbs, though, I could give Gibbs a shot. I think I'll bring him on now. Actually, you know what? I'll bring Gibbs on for Phillips, and I'll bring on the lap maybe a bit later. Maybe I'll take the Forbes off for the lap in a while. I'll see. But yeah, basically what was I going to say? Yeah, so you know, you might see AI referees basically as part of the process of, you know, robots taking over jobs in general, and AI taking over. It might be part of that process. Um, I mean, it's hard to know of how long it could take. I mean, certainly could be a lot of opposition to it, but you know, you imagine by 2100, you know, we're talking 81 years in the future. I mean, that's a lifetime away, basically. They're thereabouts. Although by 2100, the definition of a lifetime might be a lot longer than 80 years. It might be indefinite, in fact. Actually, if you're interested in, you know, life extension technology and so on, there's something I'd really recommend watching is go on to, and I'll link it in the description box below, YouTube. It's documentary by Michio Kaku called Lifetime. It's from like 2007 or something, but it's part of a series on time. There's one like Earth Time and time to do it like the universe or something. I can't remember, or cosmic time or something. Yeah, I think it's cosmic time. But yeah, it's a fascinating documentary. I really like it. It's one of my favorite documentaries ever. Actually, I have to say it's up there at the very top. And now, surely this time, no, I had the keeper again. Oh, I don't want to go out of the cup. I'd love to win a cup, like, you know, especially when we're only in League Two. Like, that would be magical. But yeah, AI refereeing, it could take over, but certainly by 2100, I'd imagine. But yeah, check out that Lifetime documentary. I'll link it in the description box below. So the third area I was going to discuss then is, which I think will actually be the most revolutionary of all, and that's digital sports, which I brought up quite a lot, which is, you know, is that their handball? I believe it is, and this time it is. I think. Yeah, nice. Will I take a shot? Screw it, I will. Oh, hang on, but here's Reed. Symes! It's Symes with the goal! Yes! Oh, yes, there we go. Whew. Finally. I mean, there's just so much tension building up to it. Who will get to it first, me or the Doncaster player? But yeah, digital sports, I think, you know, virtual immersion technology, sort of like Matrix-like technology, will definitely be, I think, a big thing in the future. And virtual immersion technology in general, you know, sort of like out of the Matrix basically, but used not to enslave humanity by an alien civilization, but rather just as a commercial, you know, technology that can be used like the internet or any other form of technology can be used in various different ways. You know, you could have digital sports, you could have digital simulations of the past, you could have, I mean, it's literally just endless. I mean, there's only so much I can as an individual think about what, you know, countless individuals and entrepreneurs and so on could imagine up, and you know what the market could bring about and so on if it actually became reality. It's I mean, if it actually happens, it would be incredibly exciting. And if it does, if that technology is possible, which I think it is, within the century, then the possibilities will be endless. But certainly sports, I think, will be a big thing in it, both on a level of, you know, for viewing and watching as, you know, mainstream sports, but also as something you can take part in. I mean, you know, even if you're not particularly great at sports, you can be in a virtual world. You can be anything in a virtual world in that situation, you know. So, and what's possible in sports? Well, it's, you know, the endless possibilities. Anything that can be imagined, you know, could be made reality. Um, Anything you can imagine could be made reality. And oh, come on, here we go. Oh, I want to get the second goal because I think it goes to a replay and play a second game then, you know, in the FA Cup. But yeah, I think digital sports would be a big thing. You know, you can be immersed in an arena, and you could have literally, you know, billions of people at a match basically, because, you know, it's not a real stadium, so there's no, you know, the capacity is only limited to the digital storage space on the, you know, supercomputer servers that are containing this information, to describe such an arena. And of course, you might only see, you know, 100,000 people or whatever, but so will billions of other people. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll only see certain others or whatever. You know what I mean? So out of the billions of people, oh no, 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 no! Ooh, that was close. That was close. Ooh, God, tension. The absolute tension. I think it might be time for another change, actually. Ooh, okay, we got the ball. Okay, time for another change. This is a good game. Tense. Dramatic stuff. Zampano wants to come off. Okay. I'll bring McDonald on, and I'll bring the lap on for, you know what? Should I go less attacking? I mean, I think for the sake of bringing the lap on, because he's not good up front, to be honest, so... But I still want to go for the win all the same. But I think it's the most rational choice out of the options that I have. That's good defending, but I think that's a corner. They're both calling for it anyway. We'll get to find out now. So yeah, digital sports could be a massive thing in the future then. And, you know, it could be revolutionary and it could take the world by storm. And by 2100, it could be taking over conventional sports, and perhaps the 22nd century will be dominated by sports and digital arenas. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Oh, God. God damn it. It was a tap in. Just like for Lallana against United. I'm a United fan. I was not happy with that. That's cool. Angle, I have to say, though. Alright, I've seen enough of that. Alright, we just got to go for it now. Actually, next time the ball goes out, if you even have that time, I might go 4-3-3 again. Hang on. Forbes, no. Okay, we're going 4-3-3. There's very little time on the clock now, but you gotta just go for it. But the lap is not great up front, so I think, what about Reed? Yeah, Reed is okay up front. Okay, Reed is gone up front. 4-3-3, okay. So yeah, digital sports then basically could be the big thing in the future for sure. It's hard to really imagine right now because it's only a concept, you know. But, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the world before, like radio or television, like, you know, if you try to describe that, you know, there's only so much you could imagine, like, versus when it actually became reality. But the final thing I want to discuss then would be, oh no. Okay, there we got the ball. We need to push up. Come on, lads, push up. And then space sports, I think, you know, could take off, but I don't think it will be 4 minutes. Still a bit of time. We need more people up. Oh, hang on. That was a bad ball. That's frustrating now. Oh, hang on. No. God damn it. Oh, no. But I don't think it will become big enough, because I don't know if the colonies will be big enough by 2100 to establish sort of, you know, sports on that level. There's not really enough time to talk about that. To be honest, I just really need to focus now on this. So, yeah, space sports, maybe something topic for another day. Oh dear. Okay, last chance. Who's looking for it? Oh, no. No. That's it. Game over. Okay, well, that's frustrating. That's incredibly frustrating. I don't think we deserve to lose this, to be fair now, but, well, maybe we did. Okay, well, that's that. The present isn't great, but maybe in 2100 we'll win the cup. I don't know, maybe sooner than that. We're out of the cup already. God damn it. Alright, well, okay, we didn't really deserve anything more than a loss there, to be honest. We didn't play good enough. Um, but you know, that's that. That's how it is. And you know, we get some wins sometimes. Matches go well. Sometimes they don't. Wouldn't be exciting if it all worked out well in the end every single time. But yeah, Sports in 2100 would be interesting to see. That looked like a handball as well. Controversy here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.